Simone Biles, one of the most accomplished gymnasts in history, recently opened up about the significant challenges and personal hardships she's faced throughout her career. From a young age, Biles has not only dealt with the intense pressures of competitive gymnastics, but also endured traumatic experiences that have shaped her journey. While Biles may be celebrated worldwide as an athlete with more than 30 medals, including multiple Olympic golds, and a life that seems to embody success, her reality has often been filled with struggles. These challenges have pushed her to a breaking point, and now, in her 27th year, and following her performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics, she is reflecting on the toll her career has taken on her body and mind. Here's a closer look at the untold side of Biles' life, filled with moments of resilience, trauma, and ultimately empowerment. In a candid video she shared on TikTok, Biles admitted to her exhaustion, saying, "I am really tired." Though she filmed the video on a Sunday, she only posted it 2 days later, revealing a deep need to process her emotions before sharing them publicly. As she applied makeup, preparing for an uneven bars event, Biles expressed, "I feel like my body is slowly starting to shut down, like it's ready to be done." This emotional confession came just a day after a fall during the balance beam final, which cost her a chance at another gold medal. Despite her disappointment, Biles emphasized that her misstep wasn't solely due to physical exhaustion. It was also a result of an atmosphere that impacted her mental focus. She explained how the noise from the crowd, including loud cheering and shushing, distracted her, noting, "None of us liked it. It wasn't our favorite." Beyond the physical and mental demands of her sport, Biles has also faced deeply traumatic experiences. 3 years ago, she bravely spoke before the Senate Judiciary Committee, recounting the abuse she suffered at the hands of former USA Gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. During her emotional testimony, Biles described the feelings of betrayal and disappointment she felt toward USA Gymnastics and the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee. She stated, "I believe the abuse happened because these organizations created by Congress to protect me as an athlete failed to do their jobs." The Inspector General's report released by the Justice Department highlighted alarming failures in how the FBI handled the case against Nassar, who continued to practice even after abuse allegations had been reported. Biles expressed her anger, saying, "I felt the FBI turned a blind eye to us. We suffered and continue to suffer because no one at the FBI, USA Gymnastics, or the USOPC did what was necessary to protect us." Biles was joined by other gymnasts, including Michaela Maroney, Aly Raisman, and Maggie Nichols, who courageously shared their own experiences. Their testimonies contain graphic details, painting a chilling picture of the abuse and systemic failure to protect young athletes. Maroney recounted one harrowing experience, describing a time when Nassar gave her a sleeping pill before a flight to Tokyo, only to assault her later. "I thought I was going to die that night," Maroney told the Senate committee. Such accounts highlighted the urgent need for accountability, with Biles and her peers demanding an independent investigation and prosecution for those who enabled Nassar's actions. Simone Biles has endured other personal hardships, some dating back to her childhood. Growing up, she and her siblings faced food insecurity. In an episode of her Facebook series, Simone versus Herself, Biles recalled, "My siblings and I were so focused on food because we didn't have a lot of it." This hardship even influenced her feelings toward animals. She remembers being frustrated when a stray cat was fed while she was left hungry. As she reflected on her challenging upbringing, she acknowledged how those experiences shaped her determination and resilience as an athlete. Adding to these early struggles, Biles spent time in foster care due to neglect from her parents, both of whom struggled with addiction. She remembers feeling lost but hopeful, explaining, "I don't remember a lot about foster care, but I definitely knew we had been taken from our biological mom." Eventually, Biles and her sister Adria were adopted by their grandparents, a move that changed the course of her life. This period in foster care, combined with the stability her grandparents provided, set her on a path towards success. Biles has also been open about her struggles with ADHD, which she has dealt with since childhood. In 2016, after the Rio Olympics, hackers leaked Biles' medical records revealing her ADHD diagnosis and claiming her medication gave her an advantage. Biles, however, stood firm, saying having ADHD and taking medicine for it is nothing to be ashamed of. She has faced multiple physical injuries as well, ranging from broken toes to a bone spur that required surgery. Pain, she says, is a constant in her life. It feels weird if I'm not in pain, she once admitted. Despite her success, Biles faced intense backlash when she withdrew from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, a decision she made after experiencing the twisties, a dangerous condition where gymnasts lose spatial awareness midair. This decision sparked controversy, but Biles' mental and physical well-being took precedence. Explaining her choice, she shared, "I told my coach, I'm done. I'm not doing anymore. Because if I survive that, I don't know how much else I can survive." Simone Biles' resilience has helped her navigate an incredibly challenging journey. Today, she is no longer afraid to speak out about her experiences. In a powerful statement, she shared, "No longer does he have the power to steal our happiness and joy." Her words serve as a beacon of hope and empowerment for other survivors, underscoring the importance of accountability, healing, and the strength she has found within herself through all the hardships she has faced. As she contemplates retirement, Biles continues to inspire. Her journey isn't just about medals and titles, it's about overcoming adversity, advocating for justice, and using her platform to bring about change. Whether or not she steps away from the sport, Simone Biles has already cemented her legacy, not only as a world-class athlete, but as a powerful voice for those who have faced unimaginable challenges. Simone Biles' career is something to behold. As Jemele Hill wrote in The Atlantic, the gymnast happens to be the greatest athlete in the world today, and that's a statement of fact. Before the 2020 first Olympics, Biles was widely considered to be the best gymnast of all time with a total of 30 Olympic and World Championship medals, as noted in The Athletic. But even with all the attention that comes with all the accolades and hardware, there is still plenty to learn about the phenom. While her agility, skill level, and complex routines have taken the world by storm, there is more to Biles than just gymnastics. From her childhood and family, to her mental health struggles, to her relationship with Jonathan Owens, Biles shares a lot of her life with her millions of fans, but even the biggest fans might not know everything about the elite gymnast. So, let's get into what you never knew about Simone Biles. If you've only caught Simone Biles as she was winning gold medals and dominating competitions, you may not know the struggles she faced while growing up. During the third episode of her Facebook Watch series, Simone versus Herself, the superstar athlete got real about the challenges she endured as a kid. She said she and her siblings were placed in foster care after her birth. Mom couldn't take care of their family. Her adoptive mother noted that Simone's birth mom was drinking and doing drugs, which is what led to the children having to move out. Luckily, Simone got to stay with her siblings in the foster care system, which, as she noted, doesn't happen for all families. She also remembered experiencing food insecurity as a kid. In the episode, the Olympian said, "Growing up, me and my siblings were so focused on food because we didn't have a lot of food." Ultimately, Simone and her younger sister, Adria Biles, were adopted by their grandparents, and her two older siblings were adopted by another aunt. On a 2017 episode of Dancing with the Stars, she shared, "I remember them saying, 'Okay, well, you know how you called us grandma and grandpa? You can call us mom and dad now if you want to.'" This move changed the gymnast's life in a big way. As Simona wrote in an essay for CNN, "My road to success began the day my grandfather and his wife officially adopted my sister and me." We all know that Simone Biles is an incredible gymnast, but did you know that her sister Adria Biles trained alongside Simone for years? In a piece for ESPN, Adria wrote, "When we were little kids, we'd stand on a railing on the second floor of our house, then jump off onto the couch down below on the first floor. She'd go first, and I'd follow. We were both gymnasts, so we were always trying things around the house. Nothing scared her. And while Adria is an impressive gymnast in her own right, unlike Simone, Adria never joined the U.S. women's gymnastics team. Adria competed at the junior elite level, but she shared with ESPN that nothing has ever topped the stress that came with watching Simone in the Olympics. And when her sister won, Adria couldn't have been more proud. I was so nervous for her, more nervous than I've ever been, she wrote. I almost couldn't watch. The best night was when she won the all around. She finally did it, and I couldn't control my emotions. What a sweet, sisterly bond. Adria also added that she gets confused for Simone all the time because of how much they look alike, and that she sometimes just takes pictures with fans who think she's Simone. Gymnasts are known for being on the short side, and Simone Biles is no exception. In a 2018 interview with Today, Biles joked that she wishes people would stop asking her if she's going to grow anymore, saying, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm 4'8". I'm stuck." And at only 4'8", Biles was reportedly the shortest American athlete to participate in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Reporter Darren Ravel took to Twitter to share this photo of the gymnast alongside the 6'8" volleyball player David Lee. Clearly, Biles isn't too bothered by her height either. In 2017, she took to Twitter to share a photo she snapped with Shaquille O'Neal, who is famously 7'1", and at only 4'8", she is still one of the most impressive athletes of all time, suggesting that height really is just a number. And if you ever happen to meet Biles, maybe don't ask if she's waiting to hit a growth spurt. Simone Biles is the most decorated U.S. gymnast of all time, and yes, that means she has a lot of medals. But do those medals translate to real-life wealth? Yep, they absolutely do. According to CNBC, U.S. Olympians earn $37,500 for each gold medal they win this year, $22,500 for each silver, and $15,000 for each bronze. In team sports, each team member splits the pot evenly. Biles works hard in the gym, and she also stays busy with all of her impressive brand deals. She has posted about her paid promotions with major companies like Oreo, Uber Eats, Athleta, and more. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Biles comes in at $6 million, and that's before the 2020-2021 Olympic Games in Tokyo. She has already made some investments with her hard-earned wealth, like by purchasing a house in 2020. The sports legend shared some updates from her new home on social media, like the giant pool that was under construction in September 2020. And if Biles is able to win big at the Olympics again, she's likely going to come into more piles of cash in a matter of weeks. It's no secret that Simone Biles has the mentality of a champion, but what you might not know is that she actually won a big tournament just hours after a trip to the emergency room for a kidney stone. In October 2018, Biles was a part of the U.S. women's team that took home gold medals at the World Gymnastics Championships in Qatar. But in a statement to USA Gymnastics via The Guardian, she said, "We had to go to the ER because I've been having stomach pains on my right side for 2 days. We started to think it was my appendix, so we wanted to go as a precaution. We got tests done and they found a kidney stone. I'm in a bit of pain today, so adrenaline helps." Shortly after this statement, Biles took to Twitter to share photos from the hospital, writing, "Nothing like a late-night ER visit, less than 24 HRS before World Championships. This kidney stone can wait. Doing it for my team. I'll be Gucci girls." And she wasn't kidding. Even with the kidney stone, she got the highest individual scores on beam, vault, and floor, and was second highest on the uneven bars. Even the best athletes in the world know how to reward themselves and indulge after hours and hours of hard work in the gym. For Simone Biles, that reward isn't always in the form of gold medals. Sometimes it's simply just a pepperoni pizza. In a 2016 interview with ABC News, Biles revealed that she always digs into a pie after she leaves it all out on the gym floor, whether or not she walked away a winner. "It doesn't even matter if I don't win a self gold. After every meet I have pizza," she shared. pepperoni pizza. And Biles has taken to social media to share many of these pizza moments, captioning the posts with things like happiness and one happy girl. And just in case Biles is wondering, we'd hang out with her and eat pizza whenever she wants. Not long after winning big at the 2016 Rio Olympics, Simone Biles shared that she has ADHD and takes medication for it. This came up when, as ESPN reported, hackers circulated confidential medical records from the World Anti-Doping Agency database and tried to use Biles's use of prescription medication to question her credentials. Having ADHD and taking medicine for it is nothing to be ashamed of, nothing that I'm afraid to let people know, she tweeted. In a follow-up tweet, she wrote that she believes in a clean sport and has always followed the rules when it comes to meds. And USA Gymnastics confirmed that she didn't break any Olympic rules by taking ADHD medication.